Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. We're happy together, so happy so happy together, so happy together.
Tell us what you did with it, or that face of yours ain't gonna be so pretty anymore.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Did you make it in?
Yeah, I had to dodge security.
I thought they'd all have today off at least.
Just goes to show that calendar girl's getting paranoid. Even on the 4th of July.
Crazy bitch. I'm surprised she hasn't come looking for
Me
me.
either, but what is it I'm looking for again?
Hack into her computer and find out where she's keeping Batman.
Well, you know hacking stuff is more Oracle's thing, not mine, right?
Just get in there and do it.
Okay. Jeez. Alright, I'm in.
Okay, see what you can find.
Alright. Has Oracle been able to decode the last file you took from here?
She and Nightwing are working on it now. But I think Calendar Girl might have a file or something on where Batman is being kept.
Haven't found anything yet.
And you won't.
What the hell?
Jason?
Did I know you broke in? I had a silent alarm placed on my office door. I also had a feeling someone would come back here. But I didn't think it would be you.
Enough games. Tell me where Batman is.
Do you really think it would be that easy?
Yes, actually.
That's cute. So Catwoman sent you to come steal from me? Did she really think I wouldn't be ready for something like this?
Well, we had somewhat of an idea, but we didn't think you'd do something this crazy.
Oh, you haven't seen Crazy yet.
Look, if you're just gonna kill me, why don't you just do it already so you can watch the fireworks?
I'm not gonna kill you. Not yet, at least.
Wait, what?
I need you to do something for me. Only then will I let you go. That's if you do what I ask.
And why would I help you?
Because if you don't, I'll go after your friends and make them pay for what you did. Do I ever make myself clear?
Well, you drive a hard bargain. But what am I supposed to be stealing anyways?
A top secret file that involves a project that was canceled years ago. download it on this flash drive, and bring it back to me. Understood?
If I do this, you let me go. You'll leave the others alone.
If that's what you desire.
Well, if you're taking request, there is one more thing.
And what would that be?
You know everyone in Gotham. I want you to tell me where Black Mask is. You do this, and I'll be your delivery boy.
Very well then. I'll pull a few strings and see what I can find out about Black Mask. But first, get me what I want.
All right. Where's this file anyway?
Oh, didn't I tell you? It's in Arkham.
Okay, so this place is creepy as hell. How'd you even get me in here anyway?
I called Montoya and she pulled a few strings.
Speaking of Montoya, has she gotten any closer to solving Penguin's murder?
Nightwing's been helping her pin down possible suspects.
Well, what about you? Selena said you were close to decrypting that file.
Yeah, I should have it within an hour, okay? The recording room is at the other end of the hall.
What do you think Calendar Girl is even planning?
Well, whatever it is, she's been planning it for some time now. I just want to know how these files fit in.
Well, you know how the bad guys are. They always have a big plan and there's always some file or experiment involved. Alright. I'm heading in.
So I've gone ahead and did some digging, and apparently this Project Solstice she's trying to get her hands on was an old partner project between Daggett Enterprises and Wayne Enterprises.
If it was a project between them, then why'd you send me here? Why didn't you just check out Wayne Industries?
Calendar Girl already sent Selena there, and she took the only remaining vial of it.
That's still not explaining why I'm here.
You're very impatient, you know that?
Babs.
Okay, the only reason you're there is because one of the doctors just so happens to have a copy of the formula.
How though, if it was only between the two companies?
Because the serum was tested on only one person, an Arkham patient.
Wait, what? Who though?
Julian Day, aka Calendar Man.
No way. Would you be able to look more into this?
Actually, you should be able to find a lot more right there.
I'm kinda still looking for the doctor's notes here, Babs.
When you're done with it, look at Calendar Man's file.
Will do. But other thing. Does anyone actually know what this stuff does?
Yeah, I'm having the vial Selena trace through the back computer now. So far, it's showing some form of egging accelerator compound and a regenerating enzyme.
Can you explain that in English?
Basically, it can make someone older and then younger.
Well, that makes sense now. I can't give her this thing, Babs. Imagine what she might do with it.
Okay, you're right. I have an idea. Download the file and then look into Calendar Man's and Calendar Girl's file.
Alright, it's downloading now. Day, comma, Julian. Okay, I found him. His file at least. There's really not much here, Babs. Oh wait, here's the time. There's a time which he was released for testing. Wait.
What is it?
Calendar Man seems to be in an intensive care ward a lot during December. Doctors report that he had gone into cardiac arrest on New Year's Eve. After weeks of strange skin mutations, severe body aches, pains. One doctor said he looked as if he became an old man.
Oh my gosh. Let me see what I can find in the Wayne archives. Is there anything else you found?
No way. Babs, I think I just found something that you might have to see. I think this explains a lot of unanswered questions.
Well, I'm surprised you actually did it.
Yep, I surprised a lot of people. Now, I want my intel on Black Mask.
Not so fast. Ever since that bitch of a friend of yours, Catwoman, two-timed me, I want to be extra careful this time. But how stupid do you think I am?
You know, it could always be the flash drive. Maybe you should blow on it or shake it or something.
Where's the file?
That is the file.
Stop lying to me. I know you have the real one.
I don't have another file.
Boys!
What the hell are you doing?
Boys, take Mr. Hood to the business office and show him what happens to help who lie to me.
What about his mask?
Break it if you have to.
Hey, this thing's expensive.
You want to take it off of him?
No, let him remove it. You both saw what happened to Frankie when he tried to take off Batman's mask.
Wait, you had Batman here? You bitch, where is he?
Take off your mask.
Go to hell!
Take off your mask, or I'll shoot you.
If you shoot me, you won't get what you want.
Oh no, I just have to shoot you in a certain spot. It won't kill you, but it'll hurt like a bitch. Now take off your mask. Why aren't you handsome? Take him away, boys.
You want to change that answer?
Fine. You want the damn file? Take me back to your boss. I'll give her all she wants.
Oh, that pretty face isn't as pretty anymore.
Oh, you're really enjoying this, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Now, what did you want to give me?
Before I give this to you, I just have a few questions.
If you must, go on, ask.
Why do you need this thing anyway? Aren't you cured of your disorder?
Yes, they have cured me of that unfortunate disorder. But that doesn't mean I don't want what's on that file.
Why though? This formula isn't stable. It has terrible side effects.
You've done your research, I see. But I don't care what it does as long as it gives me what I want.
And then what, huh? What happens after that?
I rule Gotham, of course, for years and years to come.
So you want all this for power. Typical.
You really want me to do this? You want me to explain my whole plan and why I'm doing this? Well, that's not how this is going to go. You're going to hand me that flash drive and get the hell out of my office.
Is that so?
What the hell?
What's the matter, Paige? You really didn't think we'd come to his aid?
Now, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. You were about to tell us why you did this.
Not a chance.
Alright then, why don't we try to unravel this web you've weaved?
But we do have a few others coming.
What are you doing?
Oh, remember the flash drive that I gave you? Well, that wasn't just some encrypted file. It was given full access to her.
Her? Who's her?
that's who?
Good evening, calendar girl.
That's not everyone, though.
Vicky? What the hell is this? A slumber party?
No, it's an ambush. I think that's everyone.
Actually, Poison Ivy will be joining me shortly.
But in the meantime, everyone get comfortable. We're about to explain this through and through.
Right, so if you want to start from the beginning, we have to go back to June of last year. The night Joker Batman disappeared.
Now everyone knows the two of them went missing the night Joker's blimp went crashing down into the harbor. But many things happened afterwards. I, for one, was told to leave Gotham by Batman himself. But there was another person who was blackmailed into leaving also.
That would have been me, of course. A few days after that blimp came crashing down, I was sent emails about a certain flower that I was growing. One with the ability to de-age someone. I, of course, refused to give up such a dangerous plant. Next thing I knew, I was getting death threats, so I packed up my things and left Gotham.
But the same night Batman and Joker went missing, Harley Quinn was sent to Arkham for 3 months.
That was until a mysterious person bailed her out, declaring Harley sin, and offered her a job.
She told me the job was pretty simple. She went to a women's card game, and apparently one of the items she was betting was a very special intel that her boss wanted. Luckily, she won.
She then soon came to find out she was working for none other than the Penguin.
Yeah, and the info that was given was just a date. December 31st. New Year's Eve. After that, Penguin started acting strange.
Flash forward to October of last year. Robin was working on a strange case dealing with the Mad Hatter.
Let me take off from there. Mad Hatter escaped Arkham and started killing off young women claiming they weren't Alice. I wanted to know more, so Red Hood contacted Dr. Leland at Arkham.
The doctor had interviewed the Mad Hatter before his breakout, and they searched his cell. Apparently, he was sent a copy of Alice in Wonderland with every Alice circled. No return address was given.
Dr. Leland believes that the books caused him to go on this killing spree.
Luckily, I caught the crazy son of a bitch.
The Christmas Eve, a mysterious blizzard comes out of nowhere, causing a huge blackout. But during that night, Wayne Industries was hacked into.
But then a few weeks later, things changed dramatically with the riots. Two-Face, Bane, Penguin, and Scarface, all fighting for the title of Kingpin. Oddly enough, Riddler shows up, of all people, to set a bomb off, giving Penguin the upper hand.
Now, you're probably wondering where we're going with this or how you fit in, but we will get there, don't worry.
Almost a month later, who else but Penguin is murdered in a motel room? No witnesses, no one knew why he was there.
Not even Harley, who was head of security too. But people did suspect it to be her.
Come on, try to clear that up real quick, but then out the blue, you somehow get a spot as the CEO of Daggett, yet no one has ever seen you two do business together.
After that, Bane and Scarface got into a dispute over Venom on Valentine's Day.
Which then brings us to March, when I started looking into the scavenger stealings from Mr. Freeze. Lucky for me, I found a shipping invoice from Noah Freeze, Krau's chamber. She had been taken from Arkham and was being taken to a Daggett warehouse.
Also, Mr. Freeze refuses to come out of his lab for some time. He told Officer Montoya he was working on something.
We then swing around to April, when you start to slanderize Barbara Gordon, finding pictures of her ex and writing stories about her.
Which made me and Oracle very suspicious. So I took a little trip here and found a few things on your computer. Bank accounts and secret projects.
In May, Riddler popped up again with his puzzle games until Nightwing found him and told him he was working for you.
Then a few days ago, you come knocking on my door, asking me to steal from Wayne Industries in exchange for Batman's location. In the end, we both stabbed each other in the back. I gave you a fake serum. You gave me a fake location.
All of that then brings us to tonight. I came here to get Batman's real location for Catwoman, but instead, you swooped in and wanted me to break into Arkham for a certain file. Project Solstice. You threatened my friends and me for it. Why?
Are you all done? Because whatever you say, there's no way you can prove any of it. Or whatever so-called web you're trying to untangle here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What real motive could you have? What real evidence can we use to make sense of it all? Well, luckily for you and us, you led me right to it. The records room holds a lot of stuff, like the file of Mr. Julian Day, aka Calendar Man.
What about the washed-up old has-been?
Oh, come on, Paige. That's not a nice thing to say about your father.
What? How did you...
Well, you forget. The blood sample that your staff had on records? Yeah, you both had the same blood type and your DNA is very similar.
One quick look at your birth certificate made everything fit.
Your mother was Margot Monroe, the famous 60s actress and model, known for being a pinup girl for calendars. Your father and her fell in love, and she got pregnant with you, but left Gotham without a single goodbye. A year later, he became Calendar Man.
You learned who he was and followed in his footsteps, became Calendar Girl.
But that wasn't the only thing you did. You wanted revenge. You knew he wasn't as well respected in Arkham. And you learned about the project he volunteered for.
Project Solstice caused him to become a metahuman. Calendar Man now ages with the seasonal weather of Gotham City. Every spring he is reborn with his DNA altered and retains his memories, then ages rapidly until winter and when he dies, only to be reborn again next spring by crawling from the husk of his own corpse.
You wanted to gain his ability to regain your youth.
But there was a long road ahead of you to get what you want.
You found Batman and held him captive, hoping to use him in some way.
You learned about my flower and blackmailed me into giving you it. At the same time, you were trying to get under Penguin's skin. You kept sending him weird letters. You then gave that card-playing woman that envelope about when you would be coming back to Gotham.
You then wanted revenge on the Mad Hatter for backstabbing your father when they worked together on a robbery.
So you mailed him that bug, telling him in the Jabberwocky was coming for him.
Luckily, I was able to trace the letter back to you because it was handwritten, and I found the same handwritten based on an autograph you signed.
And then the Christmas Eve blizzard. By then you learned that Wayne Enterprises has the formula, so you hired Riddler and blackmail Mr. Freeze into using a new snow machine so Riddler could go back into the system without being noticed.
And that brought you back to Gotham. By then, the gang war was at its peak, ending in the riots. Only thing you did was have Riddler interfere with this bomb.
Just so Penguin could win. But then he was murdered a few months later. And you just so happened to be in his will. And you two hated each other.
You killed him and had Riddler change the contacts of his will so you could be the CEO.
You invited him to that motel, and you shot him. Then you became CEO of Daggett.
Hoping to find the formula, but no luck.
You also tried to frame Hartley for the murder.
Then you got the bright idea of taking down Scarface, but being an anonymous buyer for Venom.
After that, you continued to blackmail Mr. Freeze, but this time you wanted him to remake the She-Run, so you took Nora from him. I, of course, got her back. He then stopped working for you.
Then you went after Barbara Gordon so the public didn't notice you making suspicious deals with Two-Face and Black Mask.
You had Riddler make those puzzle rooms so you could continue your deals.
Finally, everything comes full circle from a few nights ago.
I think that about covers it. Anything you'd like to add?
Y'all think you're so damn clever. Think you've solved the mystery, huh? Caught the bad guy?
Well, obviously. We have enough evidence to put you back into Arkham.
Very well then. Yes, it's all true. I wanted revenge and power. My father was low on the food chain in this city, so I wanted to show these assholes that I could rise above it. The Penguin needed to die. The Mad Hatter needed to pay for what he did to my father and Harley. She needed to pay for what she did to me.
What? What did Harley do?
I was one of her patients, and she made my life in Arkham a living hell.
What about meeting up with Two-Face and Black Mask?
I thought I could buy them into joining me. Unfortunately, they turned me down.
So you admit you killed the Penguin then? You blackmailed Mr. Freeze and Riddler. You tried to frame Harley Quinn and plotted against the city and threatened people's lives.
Even if I tell you all, there's no way I'll be sent back to Arkham. It's my word against yours. Very well then. Yes, it's all true. I wanted revenge and power. My father was low on the food chain in this city, so I wanted to show these assholes that I could rise above it.
Actually, it's your word against you.
The Mad Hatter needed to pay.
Oh, and one more thing. You didn't kill the Penguin?
What? That's impossible. I saw him die. I shot him dead.
No, you shot Clayface. When I came back to Gotham, we all made a plan. We suspected you'd want Penguin dead after he became Kingpin. So we pulled a few strings, and on the night he was supposed to meet you, we sent Clayface instead.
Once word got out that he was murdered, he left Gotham until this all blew over.
So you never really had any power, but attempted murder is still pretty bad.
You can't send me to Arkham. I still have Batman. If you lock me up, you'll never find him.
Ever since you put that flash drive in, I've had access to your file, including where you have Batman, and Commissioner Gordon is on his way there right now.
Oh, and speaking of police, I've sent the Gotham City Police Department the recording of your confession. In fact, I've sent it to all of Gotham City. And your friend.
So, got any more bright ideas?
I'm not normally the type of person who'd sit down and write what he's feeling, but things change, just like people. But besides the point, this mystery that's been plaguing us for a year has finally been wrapped up. Not perfectly, but we still got the bad guy. It amazes me how low people will go to gain power, or how much they'll go through for revenge. Then again, I've also done the same thing when I went after Joker. But in Calorie Girl's case, she did it for her father, but mostly for herself. Now she'll pay the price for it. Walked away in Arkham. As for the rest of us, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are running the Iceberg Lounge, while the Penguin continues his so-called needed vacation. Tim is off to college here soon. Kid's got a good head on his shoulders, that's for sure. Dick and Babs are trying to stay friends. Let's see how long that lasts. Vicky's show is now the city's #1 place for news. Jack Ryder isn't too happy about that. Selena, on the other hand, is working on another line of clothes for Wayne's fashion division. As for me, I'm just here taking it one day at a time. Now what about Batman? I wouldn't worry too much about Batman. He always comes around when you need him.
Chest is getting louder and louder, and I'm shouting out, kiss me like it was the 4th of July. Fireworks froze like stars in the sky. I'll always remember the 4th of July. The look in your eyes, like it was the 4th of July. Fireworks froze like stars in the sky. I'll always remember the 4th of July. The look in your eyes. Kiss me like we were back that night. Fireworks froze like stars for you and I. Know you remember the 4th of July. Look in your eyes. Look in your eyes. Look in your eyes. Look in your eyes.
Hey everyone, this is Vincent Barnett, aka Red Hood. Hope you enjoyed the Season 2 finale. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when new episodes for Season 3 of Arkham Chronicles come out. That's right guys, Season 3 is on its way, so be ready. You can also follow We're All Mad Here Productions on Instagram. Link is in the description below. Take care and thanks for watching.